Hi, Tefl-Dude here. Now today I'm going to show you how to change these beautiful yellow folders, however boring they are, into these much more colorful folder icons that you can use so that you can easily find what you're looking for on this big mess of a computer you have. And we're going to do it using Folder Painter, which is a free app. And in addition to that, they give you an additional 22 icons you can mess about with. Now I just want to show you what we're going to be doing. So here's a document I've made, and I will finish it off and put it on the internet for you to download later. Part 1, we're just going to install Folder Painter, and we can change an icon just like that. It works very fast. But if you're more into different icons, you can download their free folder of icons. There are 22 of them, and you can add them. There's all these office logos and YouTube logos. But in addition to that, I'm going to show you how to use Greenfish Icon Editor Pro in order to edit any of those icons that you see here and change them for an icon that you like. You can see I've done it here. Here is my documents folder, very boring. But here is what I'm going to add to those folders. You can see I made this Camtasia folder thing using that free software. And also I added labels like Dune to a red folder, a name, or a picture like I did with this camera. And you can do that too. And I'm going to show you how to do it now. So let's get started and download these programs. Now the first thing we've got to do is download the Folder Painter, and you can find that here. And the reason I do this installation with you is because sometimes you'll arrive at a place and think, well, where do I go now? Where are these icons? Here, go into Sordom, that's the website. And when you click on here, it may automatically download it for you straight away, like it's done here for me. See? However, in order to get those additional icons, you will need to click on this word here, Folder Painter 3.1. Scroll down, there's all these instructions, but you don't need them. I can explain it to you fully, unlike certain other people. So here, you've got two areas for these ready-made icon packs. And click the left one because the right one is a bit more of a pain to try and download. And there you can see it's already downloaded. So that's what will happen to you. So I'll go to my downloads folder, and you can see I've made the icons look larger. You can just hold the control and wheel mouse and do it that way. Now what I'm going to do is put these two folders into a new folder like this, Folder Painter. So I made a new folder here and call it FP for Folder Painter. And I'm just going to drag them in there so that I can now unzip them. So what you can do is just right click it, the first one, Folder Painter, and I've already downloaded WinZip, but if you don't have anything, you can just double click it and it should open like this, but you will need to extract it. So what you could do is move this out of the way and extract it onto your desktop. So I'll go back again. Here's our folder, double click and drag it onto the desktop there. And you could leave it there forever. That could be the place where you put it. If it isn't, then I would move it straight away to Documents folder or wherever you want it and always run it from there. Let's go back. We've got these icons as well. This is the icon zip, and I'm going to drag that here as well. Okay. And I can close out here. As you will notice from our document, we're going to install it, and as soon as we install it, we'll have these four icons. So let's see that happen. Folder Painter. Now, if you open this icons, there's only 4 of them, 4 in the pack. But if you open this icon, you can see there's 22. However, they are not exact. What I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, and 4 in here in the installation is actually 1, 2, 10, and 22 in the folder pack below. Why they did it that way, I don't know. But don't worry, I'll help you. I'm going to show you how to add pack 14 and 16 onto these. So what you can do, don't drag this into there and try to use them all. It's much better if you decide which pack you want, and you can see I've pictured them here. There's a quite great many of nice looking icon packs, and I've chosen these ones because I can edit them, and the word ones as well. But you can choose what you like and you can edit every one of them. So let's install it. I'm going to use the 64-bit one. And here, nothing's happened until we click the install here. But the only ones to be installed are the ones with the blue tick ticked. So this one is ticked. The second one is not. The third one is not. Neither is the fourth one. So if you do want these other ones, you will have to tick them. So I won't tick the second one just to show you. But they also all have the same name. So why don't I call this change 1 and then change 2 and then change 3 and finally change 4. You'll understand because it will help us to know which folder we're looking for the icons in. So I click install, and now if I click on this empty folder called new folder, if you're on Windows 11 you won't see anything. You'll have to click this show more options. So if you're on Windows 10 you will see this immediately, and you can see change 1, change 3, change 4, but not change 2. So let's say I want to change all the folders to, let's have a orange. Now it will only change that one folder. The folders inside it will not be changed. In order to do that, what we have to do is you can right click again. I think, have I got it open? I've got it open already. But let's say I closed it. You can simply right click any folder. So I could close this out now. You can right click any folder, show more options, and when it says change, you can go launch folder painter. So you can launch it from here. And what you need to do in order to have the internal folders, also the subfolders changed, you must click this, but make sure that you click it for each one, because if I go to the next one, number 3, it's unchecked, so it won't change them all. So if you want that to do it for all of them, you have to go to here and change for all. And now when I click install, and I can leave that open. If I right click here and I go show more options, let's change it to a different color or even a different icon. Let's choose this one. Which one looks better? This one. Now, sometimes you might have to do it again. Oh, no, it just took a bit of time. Now let's look and see if all the other folders have changed. And they have. Look at that. If I zoom in, you can see them. Now, if you like to see your folders big like this, and every time you go in one of them, like exam 1, they're all tiny again, what you can do is select the view you like, large icon, and then simply go to options, view, apply to all folders. And once you've done that, click OK. And now when I go inside, you can see all the folders are large. And I think that's for all of them. Let's see, music stuff. You can see all the folders are large. So there is that. And now, if you're happy with that, if they're the only 4 folders you require, then there's nothing more to do. You can click off. This is for those who want to add these extra folders. Remember, we have these icons here. And I've made this PDF, which I'll give you a link to, so that you can see which of these folders you might like. Now, I'm going to add the pack 14 and pack 16. And what you need to know is that when we open this, here's my icons, pack 4. When I add a pack, it's going to say the next pack is going to be pack 5. So it's a good idea to find the one you want, which I think mine was 14, wasn't it? Yeah, 14 and I believe 16. So I'm going to change pack 14. I'm just going to copy it. Control C, Control V. But I'm going to relabel it 05. 05. And you'll see why. And this one, pack 16 copy, I'm going to relabel 06. Because what happens now is, if we go back into our folder painter and open it up, in order to add these folder icons, let's go to the bottom, click Add New Menu. And you'll see it automatically chose the 5th icon folder menu. Let's do it again, add another menu. And there's all the Word documents. How cool is that? Now I'm going to click Install to make sure they're there. And then I can go into my documents here. Let's scroll up there. Here I've got Education. Maybe I'd like to have a nice Word logo there. And I can go to, you can see it just says folder icon. We should have labeled it differently. I can go here and label it Word Documents. Now, remember, it's only going to do that one. I forgot to add the subfolders. So if I go here, if I go back out, you can see it says Education. So what we have to do is go back here, click on that icon, click on Change the Subfolders, Install. I heard the click. Let's see if it's done it. Let's right click and redo it. And there, they're all done. So it takes a bit of time. And like, once again, because this isn't my downloads folder or whatever, this is a different folder. So you may need to do the options thing again in order to change the size of all the documents inside each one. So there you have it. That is how to do part 1. If we have a look at our document now. So we've done part 1. We've added the icons and the other icons and the subfolders. We've done part 2. So we've added these 2 packs, and now you can add any other pack. And now for part 3, which is a bonus, if you're not bored this far, this is for those of you who would like to make this icon for my Camtasia folder. You can see, or add these other folders. So what you can do is, let's have a look at those icons here. We can close this off for now. We've got our icons and we've decided, okay, these are nice icons, but I'd like to change them a little bit. Here's the green one. Now this icon is a good green, but I can always change that, for Camtasia. So what we do is, in order to do that, I'm just simply going to download that green machine, whatever it's called, the this bit, the Greenfish icon editor. And I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to edit any icon or add words, and it works 100%. Okay? Okay, so we need to go to our Google and download Greenfish icon. And it even says it there ahead of us. And all you simply do is go to the official website and just download this one here. Now I've already installed it, downloaded it. It's very simple to do. It's free. And here I'm going to run it. Greenfish Icon Pro. Okay. So now the trick is we've got it open, but which icon do we want to change? I want to change this green one, remember? So what I'm going to do is drag it into here. And once we've done that, you need to make sure you click 256, because that was the original size, not this one or this one. 256. Now the background will remain unless we make it a clean machine. So what you do is simply copy this, do Control A, Control C, make sure you click this first. Remember, not this, Control A, Control C, File, New Graphic, same number, paste, Control V, boom. And whatever we do to that, it will stay forever. Here, I'm just going to right click on the background and say flatten image. And we're going to do that once we've done this as well. I don't need this color. So the only items you need to be aware of are this is the paint, not this one actually. This is the color drop finder. So this will find you the right color. You'll see here. Then I've got my paintbrush and I can just simply paint over this. I don't need this. However, to be honest with you, that's no good because I want that image. So let's go here and type in Camtasia. And this is how easy it is. I could simply, let's say I like this one. I'm simply going to do Windows Shift S. And I'm going to drag my square around it. You can't see it, but I did do that. And now I've copied that. I'm going to go back to here and simply click Control Paste or Control V. Boom. There's the icon. And what I do is, this is a weird size, keep hold of the Control key and that'll make sure it's square. And now here, got that key. If the red marker is if you want to spin it round or something, which I don't want to do. Just letting you know that. Now, what I simply do is click on this arrow to click away. And I can simply flatten this again. Flatten it again. But it's the wrong green. So what you can do, click the magic wand, and you can see it's on 44, the number here. That's a good number. If it was on 99, then when you click on it, it would cover up even the dark green. We don't want that. So you have to juggle with the numbers. 44 seems good. And then I'm just going to use the bucket tool. I've got the green I want here. Bucket, there it is. Dump it. Boom. All done. And you can change to whatever color you like. Now I must save it as an icon. First of all, I'm going to click on this arrow, click in the gap, leave it like that. Right click, flatten it just in case it's forgotten, and simply File, Save As. Now in this icon pack 5, make sure you make it as an icon. I think it's the third one from the top. And I'll give it a number, let's say 66, something like that, and save it. And then we can close out of here. Now let's go to our icon folder pack here, and I think it was here. What we need to do is swap those. So I'm going to give this a different number, like, I don't know, 1000, 100, whatever. And this one is going to be number 3. Okay. And now let's see if it works. So I'm going to go to my folders in my document folder. That's where my Camtasia folder is. Here it is. So I want to change this one. So I'm going to right click, show more options, and I'm going to say I think it's this one, but the icon is still the old icon. So what we do is we go to Launch Folder Painter. Okay, here it is. Let's go to our folder icon. Here it is. And what we need to do is just rebuild the shell icon, and it should rebuild it to the one we have. Now, if it hasn't done, don't worry about that. You can simply click on that icon there and go look for it. So here, see, it didn't even look for it in that icon. So let's go to it's our desktop, folder painter, icons, pack 5, and there it is, that one. We'll just click open, and you can see it's changed automatically. I'm going to click install, and now I can right click, show more options, and there you can see our icon. Remember, I do need to say the folders within as well. I may have forgotten that. I don't think we did. I think we did include it. So let's see if that works. No, the folders within it didn't do it. So let's open up the folder icon again. Launch folder painter. And if I go to this one with the icons in it, yep, subfolders was not marked. So make sure you mark that. Install. It didn't make a noise. It should have done. Now it made a noise. Now if I right click, show more, add that icon again, and now every icon is like that. So there's all my icons. Nice. And there's Doom. Now I could change Doom. One last thing before we go, it's the same thing if I wanted to just change the icon and make it red. So here I could make that a red icon, but let's go change that red icon with Doom in it. So we don't need these icons. We want our folder painter icons here. And I remember there was a red one. Here, this red one. I'd like to put the word Doom on that. So simply open up our Greenfish thing again. This time I'm going to drag in the red one. Once again, very quickly, to the largest size, Control A, Control C, File, New Graphic. Okay, it's 256, Control V, and that's it. And now we can flatten that, and now we're going to write Doom. I'm going to write Doom, and this box comes up. I'm going to write DOOM, and then highlight it and change this number to maybe 66, and also this color to black. Okay, there it is, and maybe 77. That's better. We can make it bold, and maybe actually 70 is better. And there we go. There's Doom, and all we have to do is right click, flatten it, And that's our image done. Simply File, Save As. Once again, it's going to go in this folder area. Click here, third one down, icon, Windows icon. And I'll just call it, it's going to be 04, isn't it? So I'll call it 44. Save. Okay, let's click out of this. There's our Doom. Let's change this number to, so let's make this 50, 550 something, and make our Doom on 4. That hopefully is that. And let's refresh, rebuild shell icon. Let's click on the icon. Let's look for it. Here it is. And there it is there to install. Remember, we want to change the subs as well. So I'm going to right click it now, show more options, go to my icon number 4, and there is Doom. And everything inside it says Doom as well. How cool is that? And that's all there is to it. So hopefully you will now enjoy changing the color of your icons and enjoy all of that. Hopefully you stayed to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and give this a like, and we'll see you on the next video.